Actually, I would say pretty. Oh, y'all. Pretty accurate. Sally.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about weather.
Okay.
Thank you to yourself. I feel good. I ain't going nowhere.
You're here today as an assembly of those who have loved and cared for Meredith and for Stephen individually to witness their union in covenant marriage. In so doing, you're agreeing to love and support this union, to love and support them in their lives together as much as you have loved and supported them as individuals.
Are you serious?
Stephen and Meredith have been diligent to honor God with their singleness. They've honored God throughout their dating relationship, throughout their engagement. And I know that it's their desire to honor God with their wedding, but even more to honor God in their marriage, in their life together.
Those who know Meredith know that she's basically the human form of sunshine. Someone whose relationship with the Lord precedes her wherever she goes. It's the first thing people know about Meredith Ward, now Meredith Clemmons, is she loves the Lord so much. Mare and I have talked about this day for as long as I can remember, and I remember from like the first week I met Mare, her saying, I want to live on a ranch and I want to marry a cowboy. And look at God. And then about a year ago I got a call and she was like, I think God's really doing it, Maggie. But this is so clearly a union that's handcrafted by God, and I think we all know that. Y'all's love for two-stepping, Christ, family, loyalty, being a friend to all, dancing in wide open fields makes it so clear that God really knew exactly what he was doing when Stephen asked Mare to dance.
Stephen is often referred to as an old soul, which he is. Like, he's been friends with people 5 decades older since he was like 3. It's been easy for him. And it's no insult to myself or my siblings to say that you really are the best of us. You really are. He is the part of the painting of our family that makes you notice everything else. And he is truly a wonderful man. And so I'm just happy for you because how much I love him.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we love you. Thankful for all that you provide, including this day.
The Bible has much to say about marriage. Beginning in Genesis 2, when God created the institution of marriage. God said, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This is a description of marriage as God intended it. You all come from a legacy of folks who have embraced God's purposes in their marriage, and they can tell you that though this is a difficult teaching, it's worth it. It's worth it to honor God in this covenant.
I make no distinction with my kids of whose is whose. I treat them and I love them all as they're my own flesh and blood. But my favorite moment was the day when my little girl asked me if it was okay if she could call me Dad. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Is that Meredith has not had an easy road, but it is her faith in Christ and her understanding of His plan for her that has allowed her to get through it. Her family, her friends know that as beautiful as she is, her true beauty is within. Stephen and Meredith have a lot in common. They were both grew up in a Christian home. They learned the value of community and they learned the value of respect. In Stephen's pursuit of my daughter, he constantly brings her flowers. I mean, if she's in Alabama on a recruiting trip, he's sending her flowers. If she's on the beaches of South Padre Island in her bachelorette party, he sent her flowers. Stephen, when I look at you and the way you treat my daughter, it's like looking in the mirror the way I treat Regina. Like, that wasn't funny.
Well done.
Mayor Bear, it was an honor to walk you down the aisle. It was an honor for your mother and I to give you away to this fine young man.
I won't forget every word you said, every word you said, before you walk down that road, headed where only God.
By the authority of God and the church of His Son, Jesus Christ, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Stephen, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Clemmons.